Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today is going to be my very first favorites video. So I'm going to kind of share with you over the last year or a few months or couple months or couple of weeks some products that have kind of become some of my favorite go-to items lately. And I also have a couple fails or things that have kind of disappointed me. So if that sounds good to you, definitely keep on watching. So before we get into the video, two things. First of all, if you're not yet subscribed, please take just 1 second and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it's easy. And if you also hit the bell notification, you will be notified when more content like this comes out on my channels. So I do very much appreciate if you do take the time to subscribe, as well as hit that bell and become one of what I like to call one of my Dollar Divas. Also too, the makeup look that I'm wearing is using makeup products from my latest Makeup Basket Monday video. So I will have that linked down below as well as up here in the cards for you to check out later to see kind of what products are in my current makeup basket. So let's just go ahead and dive right into some of my current favorite items. So one item that I am loving, and I have actually had this for quite some time, and I just recently have been trying to use some stuff up that I have and have rediscovered this and have fallen in love with this. It is from Sally Beauty Supply. It's the Hollywood Beauty Soy Oil. And I bought this several years ago. It's really cheap at Sally Beauty Supply and they have a couple different kinds. I don't love the way it smells. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't really smell good in my opinion. But just a tiny little bit of this rubbed between your hands and on your like damp hair. I usually put it on my hair when it's damp. Makes my hair so silky, and my hair is color treated and abused and all that terrible stuff. And this I really feel makes it much softer. Sometimes I'll put like a leave-in conditioner and then follow up with this. And so this has made my hair feel so much softer. I don't know if it like repairs damage or not, but when I use it, my hair feels silky. And if you don't use too much, your hair does not get greasy. If you use too much, your hair can get a little greasy. But yes, I'm loving this stuff currently. So now for a makeup item, you just recently saw this in a side-by-side drugstore versus high-end side-by-side. I will have that video up here in the cards as well as down below in the description box so you can check that out. But I professed my love for the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, and I use Banana. And this stuff, I think it's $1, and it is amazing. And it's comparable to the Ben Nye and the Bella Pierre, which are both high-end banana powders. I think this works just as good and not even a fraction of the price. Like, it's almost free. I mean, it's $1. So I am loving the AOA Studio Banana Setting Powder. Then I have a bronzer here that I am loving. I got this in an Ipsy Glam bag some time ago, and it's one of my favorite bronzers that I have. It's from a brand I'd never heard of before. You've seen it in my makeup baskets. It's actually currently in my makeup basket. It is from the YC collection, and this is the matte bronzer in Caramello. And it's a warm bronzer, and I just think it is the most beautiful shade of bronzer that like I've ever seen. I can use it when I'm not tan, and I can also use it when I'm tan, so I have been loving this. So another product that I have been loving over the last couple months, I actually found these at TJ Maxx. It came in a 4-pack, 2 of which I don't know how to use, and then these 2 I just absolutely adore. But it's the Stila Glitter and Glow, and it's in the shade Opal Ice and Lilac Ice, and you have seen these on my channel before. They're just this opalescent shade, and one's like a little bit more of like a purple, one's a little bit more of like a whitish with like a pinkish cast, and I love putting them on my inner corners. So I have been loving these 2 shades. Another thing in my makeup basket, and I kind of became reacquainted with this in one of the videos in my declutter series. And again, I will have that whole playlist linked down below, but when I went through all my eyeshadow singles and glitters and pigments, I found this stuff that I had purchased. It is from Swagger Cosmetics, and I actually did not buy this. This was actually sent to me kind of as an apology from the company because the original thing I ordered just took forever to come, and they basically forgot to ship it to me. So they sent this to me, and I had never used it. I've had it for a while, and I recently have become reacquainted. Actually, the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's just this pigment, and it is just so opalescent and gorgeous. Like I said, the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's like a opalescent, like white with like a pink and gold kind of cast. So I've become reacquainted with this stuff and have just found that I absolutely love it. And so it is getting not a second wind, but a wind in my collection. It is actually getting used now. For the longest time, I didn't know what to do with it. So, but yeah, loving this. And then kind of out of all my eyebrow products, like if I have to go grab an eyebrow product and I don't want to think about it, I grab this LA Colors brow pencil in dark brown. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Has just the amount of color and just the amount of tug. This has been my go-to. It's literally like my favorite eyebrow pencil. So I am loving this, and for $1, you can't beat it. Sometimes I don't like something if it's too creamy because I feel like I kind of mess up my eyebrows. This for me is foolproof, absolutely foolproof. And I like that it has like a little brush on the end, and I do use it. It is very, very handy to just be able to comb through your brows. So loving this. Not sure if there's other colors, I'm sure there are. I am loving this in dark brown. Then I have a few brushes. I'm gonna kind of break these into 4 categories. I've got these 3 brushes here from the Dollar Tree, 2 of which my friend Dee Dee sent me, and 1 of which I purchased on my own, but they are Sassy Plus Chic. Actually, 2 of them are Sassy Plus Chic brand. Then the other one I don't think had a brand. But first of all, the little handles, I mean, are they not absolutely adorable? So this one here is kind of like a long, kind of a compact brush. I use this like if I want to use like a brush to use like a shimmer or a metallic on kind of like my whole inner lid. If I don't use my finger, I use this dampened with some setting spray. And then I use this one all the time for my inner corner. And it's just kind of a little bit of a shorter, thinner, kind of a compact brush. And I have been loving this for putting shimmer on the inner corner of my eye. And sometimes too, if I use like the Stila, like a liquid shadow in the inner corner, I use this to kind of spread it out. Loving it. This is just like a little tapered, like a detail brush, which I don't have, and I just happened to see it at the Dollar Tree, and it does the job very well. So I'm loving those 3 brushes from the Dollar Tree. And then I kind of splurged this year. I've been kind of revamping my brush collection, and when I decided to do it, I wanted to buy some IT brushes because I splurged on this brush like years ago. It's the LBD powder brush, the Velvet Luxe 307 from IT, and I spent like $50 on this like a few years ago, and it was not a mistake. I have adored it. So I told myself when I did buy new eye makeup brushes, I would invest and buy some good ones. So I bought the Starry Eyed Trio, and you see these all the time. The Starry Eyed Trio by IT, kind of at the beginning of quarantine off the website. I think I paid like about 15 bucks, and it comes with 3 different brushes. It comes with an all over shadow, a crease brush, and a smudger. I use the all over shadow brush all the time. They are so sturdy and so soft, and I love these. If you buy these, I don't think you'll be sorry. They're a really good value for the money, and I have just really, really enjoyed these. So I'm really glad I picked these up, and you see them all the time in my videos. Another brush I picked up kind of earlier in the year was actually from Sally Beauty Supply. This is the Collab brand, and I think it's the all over shadow brush. It doesn't say on here, but it's the all over shadow brush. It is just such a nice quality brush. It's a really sturdy brush. It's got kind of a rubbery handle, so it feels really expensive. And then if I really want to put like a lot of color in my crease, this is what I use. Awesome. I've been wanting to kind of buy more of the Collab brushes. They're a little pricey. I think I paid about either $11 or $15 for this brush at Sally's, but I really like it. I really like it. And then the last brush that I have is actually the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. And you see this a lot on YouTube. I feel like a lot of people really love this concealer brush. I think I paid like $4 at CVS because I was wanting a different method of putting on my concealer. And I actually splurged on an IT one a couple months ago. And I swear I love the IT one. The IT one is fabulous. But I still reach for this one. If you want to try out the brush method for your concealer, try this because it really is very good. All right, and another favorite is actually something that I think I bought late last year, and I haven't really used it in the summertime because I very much associate this scent with, you know, fall and winter. So I haven't used it in a while, but I was using it a lot over the winter, especially on rainy, cozy, snowy days. And it's getting ready to be time again, almost. It's just gonna get a little bit cooler. But it's a limited edition, so I guess it comes out about this time of year. It's the Hemp's Pumpkin Spice and Vanilla Chai Herbal Body Moisturizer. And I think they've recently since changed the packaging. And this stuff smells absolutely amazing. I mean, you smell like a pumpkin spice and vanilla chai latte. It is so amazing. So I've only used, I think, about this much of the product. So I still have a lot left, but I think during this season, I'm gonna go ahead and buy another one just to have it. So I am loving this and very excited to get to use it again. Like I said, it was my favorite this winter and kind of into the spring as it was starting to warm up, and I'm getting ready to use it again. I just cannot wait. Cannot wait. Then I've got a couple face products that I've just fallen in love with this year. The first, and you know this, I will actually link this full face video that I did down below in the description box, but it is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. It's medium to full coverage. I'm wearing the color Soft Beige. This was also in the high-end versus drugstore video because I thought it could easily compete with any high-end foundation that I could purchase. And of course, I had my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. So yeah, I am loving this foundation. It comes in a really nice pump bottle. And you know, it's like $4.50 or $5 at the Dollar General. So this is going to be a staple for me for the foreseeable future. So loving this. It gets rave reviews by a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people in the comments. A lot of people love this stuff, and they seem to have a really good shade range from what I understand. Then another product I've fallen in love with this year, it just surprised me so much how good it was. I guess I didn't expect it to be as good, but it's the Sassy Plus Chic BB Cream. I wear medium. And this is almost gone. I've used this quite a bit. I don't love it as much as like the Believe foundation, but for $1, it is way better than the LA Colors one that comes in a pump. Just really not bad. It actually covers more than like a Maybelline BB cream that I have. So it's really, I think it wears more like a foundation for sure. And then third face item I have is the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer, and I'm wearing the shade Buff. And I think this is pretty much as good as my Makeup Forever that I have. Again, this was also in that drugstore versus high-end video, and this is a great concealer, and I think it's like $1.55 or something like that on the Shop Miss A website. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And then also from the Dollar Tree, if you run into any LA Colors highlighters, pick them up. Again, they kind of have a cult following here on YouTube. People rave about them. And so I've got 3. I have got the, and you've seen all these on the channel before, I've got the LA Colors in Glow Time. It's kind of a champagne shade. And then this is in Shine Bright. It's a little bit more of a goldy kind of a shade. Beautiful for like under the brow bone, the inner corner, and a beautiful highlight. And the packaging is nice and sleek. I love it so much. And then this is the LA Colors highlighter. This is from the Beauty Through the Decades line that they sometimes have at Dollar Tree. This is in the shade Jazzy. It's kind of like a little bit more of like a flesh toned. It's a little less gold than Shine Bright. And this is particularly really nice under the brow bone. These are just fabulous. So if you see these at the Dollar Tree and are curious, buy them and try them out for sure. Then another product that I kind of splurged on this year because I was kind of long overdue for a NARS blush, I felt, is I picked up the NARS Orgasm X blush. And I didn't know if I could love anything better than the original until this came out. It's just a little bit brighter, but yeah, the color is just stunning. Don't let it scare you. It is a little bit brighter than the original Orgasm. If you like the original Orgasm, it's a little bit brighter. But if you were familiar with NARS blushes, you know how finely milled they are and how easy they are to apply and build up, and just amazing. If you want to splurge, I would buy this one over the original NARS if I had to repurchase it again. I had always wanted Deep Throat, but this looked so much prettier to me. So if you ever want to splurge on a blush, definitely make it a NARS blush, and this shade is just gorgeous. So now I've got some lip products. So first and foremost, if you see any hard candy lip products at the Dollar Tree, definitely pick them up, because the 2 that I have tried, I've got one more that I haven't tried, but the 2 that I have tried are amazing. I found the Hard Candy Plumping Serum. This is in Birthday Suit a couple months back, and I used it on my channel one time. And then I have the Cashmere Silk Demi Matte Cream Lip Color in Tartufo. This was just in a recent fall eye makeup look tutorial. I'll have that link down below. And I used this shade for the first time. They just have the right amount. The consistency is so good. They feel so velvety and silky, and they just feel so nice. I didn't have high hopes. I kind of thought these are going to be sticky, they're going to be goopy, they're going to be disgusting. They're awesome. They're so good. I hope the other one I have is just as good. But these two are amazing. If you see the hard candy, I know I don't have to tell you because everyone's always looking for the hard candy at Dollar Tree. But if you do happen to see them and think twice about picking them up, pick them up. It's so good. Seriously, it's so good. It's worth full price. Whatever the full price was, it would be worth that. They're that good. So I picked this up last year and I didn't come to appreciate it until this year. I guess I thought it would be a little bit more of a color than it ended up being, but it is the L'Oreal Glowing Lip Gloss. This is in Sunday Funday. And like I said, I was very disappointed with it at first, but I found a way to make it work. And the way I make it work is with this lip liner, which is also a favorite of mine. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses lip liner, and this is in Coffee Bean. And I was looking for this shade of lip liner for a long time and finally found it. And so this lip liner and this lip gloss are so good together. It's just that perfect, shiny, nude, but kind of like a darker nude lip, but not dark. It's like that Kim Kardashian nude lip, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I love this combination. And the only thing I love more than this combination right here is this combination. And it's using my Bellin Argent lip gloss, and I do not know the shade of this, but it's kind of a coral with gold specks in it, and I got this in an Ipsy Glam bag, and this is some amazing lip gloss as well. So again, a favorite of mine is either one of these lip glosses and this lip liner. And then I get a couple more favorites, and then I've got my fails. So 2 more lip products, and one is from the Dollar Tree. It's the LA Colors Plump Gloss. I always like the regular, like the LA Colors moisturizing lip glosses. Those were always my favorite. These are now my favorite, and you've seen them on my channel before, but it's the LA Colors Plump Gloss, and this is actually my favorite shade. This is Shocker. They're not sticky. I don't know how long they last, but they're not sticky. They smell and taste great. And I really love this shade. Just really nice, just a nice lip gloss. And then this is the AOA Studio Diamond Lip Gloss. This is in Glam. And the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's so pretty. It's like a, it's kind of like a shifty, like, red and gold, and it's so pretty. And again, I think it was like $1 or $1.55 or whatever. It feels great on the lips. So loving those lip glosses. And my last favorite before we get into the fails, and if you haven't guessed it yet, you won't be surprised, but it is my Dollar Tree color switch. But I had just become aware of a color switch when I had come across this at the Dollar Tree. So first of all, I love the idea of a color switch. I would easily pay $20 for a color switch because I think it's an amazing thing. But the Dollar Tree ones are, in my opinion, very good for $1. I don't always find them, so I do stock up when I do. And I also have one from Shop Miss A, but it's little, so I'm kind of saving that for vacation, but it works great. The fact that a color switch exists in this world makes my life so much better and makes me so happy. So I am so glad I became acquainted with the color switch this year. Definitely a favorite of the year. Has changed my whole makeup brush situation. And you know, even though I'm able to clean off my brushes in between, you would think, I was thinking maybe I'd get lazy cleaning my makeup brushes. I'm actually less lazy at actually washing my makeup brushes because I always felt like when I would go to wash them, they were so dirty, so filled with makeup that it was just a big chore and I never wanted to do it. Not to mention going from one color to the next and all that awful stuff. But I feel like this gets off so much of the product that when I do go to wash them, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a chore. So this has made my life so much better. Okay, and I've got a few fails. So if you watched my full face of Believe Beauty, I loved a lot of the makeup, but one thing I did not care for were the Glamorous Finish false lashes. I've only worn them that one time in the video, and they're really pretty. They're just a little, they feel cheap, and they're like $4.50, which for that price point, I'm gonna buy Ardell's. So was not impressed with the Believe Beauty false lashes. I'm gonna keep them and continue to work with them, and if something changes, I'll let you know, but I was not a fan in that video. I was very disappointed in them, considering I loved so many of the other products. And then something else, I actually bought this at a store called the Burks Outlet. It's kind of like an AJ Wright or a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's, that type of a store. And this is kind of like, I think, a take off of the pink with a splash kind of body sprays. And this scent is Love on the Beach Fragrance Mist, and I paid $3.99. It smells amazing. There's a scent that it reminds me of from Victoria's Secret, and I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it was the Sun-Kissed or something else that's been discontinued. And it's wonderful. I mean, I have no complaints about the scent or the packaging or anything, other than the fact it just doesn't last. So I have to spray it over and over and over and over again. So that's the only disappointing thing. I have never had a scent dissipate from my body quicker than this right here. And it's such a shame because it smells so pretty. Another product that's a little disappointing, I've gotten a chance to work with this a little bit more since, again, that Full Face of Believe Beauty, but it's actually the Brow Defining Pencil. This is in light brown. First of all, it's very dark. And this is what the pencil looks like. It has a spoolie, which is nice, and it really looks like a very nice pencil. And it is. This may be a great pencil for a lot of people, but like I said with the LA Colors one, I like a little bit of tug, and this is so creamy and so pigmented that I kind of feel like I mess my brows up. So if you like a really creamy, easy to use brow pencil, this is for you. But I like a little bit more tug. I like to have to work a little bit harder because I just feel like I mess them up. So this isn't, I mean, it's not a fail necessarily. It's just not as good as I thought it was or as good as I want it to be. This is a definite fail. I had this in a makeup basket a month or so ago, and I got this in an Ipsy. It's the Hey Honey Trick and Treat CC Active Moisturizing Cream with honey and propolis. This is for light to medium skin tones. I have never had a facial product make my skin look so bad. It made my skin look so dry and crinkly. It highlighted all my breakouts. I just have never seen my skin look worse with anything I have, be it high-end, low-end, drugstore. This is just literally the worst foundation or CC cream or BB cream I've ever put on my face. It's awful. It's so bad. It has really good reviews on the internet, which I'm so surprised. It just does nothing for my skin. So this was a major, I thought I would get a lot of use out of this. It's a major fail for me. And then I bought these at the Dollar Tree. They're from Eco Tools, and it came in a 3-pack for $1. And it's these little like, I think they're like, they were called like mask removing sponges or something like that. And they don't do anything like a rag wouldn't do. So, I mean, did I waste $1? Yeah, I guess I did. So, I've already thrown one away, and this one is getting ready to be thrown away, and I think I got one more, or it might have been a 2-pack. It might have been a 2-pack. I can't really remember. But yeah, these were kind of a disappointment. And then that Swagger Cosmetics pigment that I showed you earlier that I've fallen in love with, the product that I actually ordered was this chunky red glitter for my lips for the stage. And it's really pretty. It's called Drag Queen Lips. It's just a really chunky red glitter. I can't tip it over too far. And I just thought that's gonna be so pretty on my red lipstick for the stage. And I actually had to seek out, because I like to wear cosmetic glitter on my lips. I don't like to just use craft glitter, just because I know I ingest it. You know you're gonna ingest it. So I seeked out where to find some cosmetic glitter. And so I found them, and it's too chunky. It just, when it gets off your lips, you can see it on your face, whereas with like finer milled glitter, like the NYX glitter, you can't really see it, and you don't really feel it in your mouth. This just feels like I'm like spitting it out, and it just looks messy, and I wish it looked better. So that was actually a major fail. I actually dug it out when I did my lip product declutter and was like, I'm gonna use this, and now I remember why I didn't. So this was a fail, but, and this, they forgot to send this to me, so I literally only ordered this, but they sent me the other thing too because it took so long, and like I said, they forgot. So major fail. And the last fail isn't a complete fail. I'm gonna finish this up and use it, but this is the Pixi Skin Treats Milky Tonic. It's got jojoba milk and oat. It's a soothing toner, and I use this sometimes. I don't use it all the time, but I've always liked the Pixi Glow Tonic, especially like the pads. And so I was like, I'll pick this up. It just doesn't feel like it does a whole lot for my skin, and I feel like it kind of leaves a residue, so a little disappointed. I kind of thought it would make my skin look a little calmer, and I don't feel like it really does anything. So kind of a fail. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see a lot of the products that I have just fallen in love with over the last year, several months, couple weeks, as well as a few items that that's not so much the case. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button. Also drop a comment below down in the comment section and let me know some of your favorite products or products that you haven't really liked that are just that you feel really strongly about. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification. That way you're always notified when an upload goes up. Check out all those videos that I mentioned down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.